Good morning, guys. This is Eunice, the herbalist, and this is Wednesday, and this is Herbal Knowledge. Today, we're going to talk about something, an herb that most of us are familiar with, ginger. So, we're going to talk about ginger and its health benefits and so forth. Like I said, most people do know about ginger, know that it's good, and it's well known for nausea and morning sickness, but there's a whole lot of other things that ginger are good for as well. So we're going to get into that to let you know what ginger is actually all about. Okay, when um when you start an herbal regimen, I want to say this. You just say at the end, before you start an herbal regimen, seek a herbalist or a healthcare provider. But again, ginger is one of those herbs that we consistently use, spice up our foods and things like that. But today I'm going to also tell you how you can use ginger as a herbal medicine other than putting it into your foods and things like that. So let me go ahead and give you the benefits of this herb first of all. Okay, as I said earlier, ginger does is well known for its benefits for nausea and morning sickness. But ginger is also known for muscle pains, joint pains, and things like that. Also for muscle soreness, it's also good for that. Ginger is also has an anti-inflammatory that actually helps, and that is the part that actually helps with the muscle and joint pain and muscle soreness. Ginger can help with arthritis because again it helps with the joint pain, which is associated with arthritis. Okay, so also ginger helps with heart disease. It helps eliminate heart disease risks. It also helps lower blood pressure. Anytime you have a medicine or herb that helps with heart, it also helps with lowering blood pressure. It also lowers the high cholesterol. It also lowers cholesterol. So ginger also is great for brain function. It also helps with brain function. It helps to aid in Alzheimer's and so forth. So ginger is a very good herb to have around the house for, like I said, many illnesses and so forth. Um, it also fights off bacteria as well because it has the gingerol in it, also which fights off bacteria. And it helps improve brain function, as I said, and it helps to aid in Alzheimer's. So ginger is also one of one of the 7 superfoods, and so forth, and all that. So this herb has been around for, I want to say forever, but of course it's been around for centuries. People have been using it for centuries. We still use it today in all sorts of foods and so far. But in order for you to use ginger as a herbal medicine to help you out with those things that I just spoke of, good for nausea, morning sickness, joint pain, soreness. It also helps with heart diseases, help lower the risk of heart diseases. It also lowers cholesterol. It also helps aid in the brain functioning. If you're getting cloggy up in here, it helps with that. And it also fights off bacteria. So those are some, well-known things. Not well-known, but there's a lot of the health benefits that ginger does do. And if you have any of these issues and so forth and everything, you can always you can use the natural ginger that you can purchase in wholesale stores. Peel it, cut it up, grind it up, and make you a syrup. You can use this syrup as a herbal medicine to help you with, whatever illness that you do have and everything. Ginger, just as turmeric and other spices or herbs that you do put in your food, I recommend that if you're going to use it as a herbal medicine, use it separately. You can still use ginger in your foods and things like that. But when you use herbal medicine, or when you start on an herbal medicine regimen, you have to commit to a time frame. Like if you commit to making yourself a ginger syrup, you want to commit to using it on a daily basis, maybe 1 or 2 times a day. And this is like 2 hours before food or 2 hours after you eat and things like that, because you do get some of the health benefits. And so far, when you mix these herbs with food, you're going to get some benefits from that. But if you want more direct, more benefits that's going to actually aid for specific issues and so forth, then you put yourself on a regimen, specific time and things like that. You put yourself on a regular schedule for ginger syrup twice a day, every day, and so forth. 2 hours before meal or 2 hours after meal, and so forth. Also, it doesn't have to be a syrup. It can also be a ginger tea. You can do a cup of ginger tea 2 times a day. You can use one in the morning, or you can do one in the afternoon, and so forth. Again, do these separate, 2 hours before meal or 2 hours after meal, and so forth, and all that. So, and there's a lot of ways that you can formulate ginger. These are two of the ways that a lot of people do use ginger who are on the ginger herbal regimen and so forth. And these are easy ways for you to make these yourself and do this yourself and everything. But yeah, these are very good for you to do. And like I said, I don't like to mix herbal medicine with actually food, even though you can still continue, again, putting the ginger into your foods and so forth. But for medical purpose or healing purpose, I should say, you're going to do it separate. You're going to do it 2 hours before or 2 hours after. And you're going to stick with this routine and so forth and everything to help improve whatever illness you do have. Remember, ginger is not just good for nausea or morning sickness, even though it's good for that. And you can also use the ginger for that. It's also good for these other illnesses that I just mentioned and so forth. And ginger is one of those herbs that is really nice. It's tasty. It's got that heat to it. It's got that gingerol in it, and that's what fights off the bacteria and things like that. That gingerol, and you can feel that heat going down. And whatever formulation you make and so forth with the ginger, make sure you do it so that you can get that warmth, feeling down and so forth. So you don't want to be sparingly with the ginger. You want to make it, if you're going to make a tea, usually use a teaspoon or teaspoon and a half. Just make sure you can always taste it to make sure it's strong enough for you. It do need to be a little strong because, like I said, you want to get that heat coming down. You want to feel that herb going through, just soothing you as it goes down. So ginger is really, really a great herb to have. And you can purchase ginger pretty much anywhere, not just the Whole Food store, but usually when you get the ginger from the Whole Food store, you'll get an organic ginger and so forth, which is great. But even if you get ginger from Walmart or other stores, grocery store, Publix, or anything like that, it's going to do you some good. Make sure you chop it up. Make sure you grind it up and, put it in a separate jar and so forth. Make your syrup. Or just, when you're ready to make a tea, just, do the same thing, chop it up and make a fresh cup of tea and also do that a couple of times a day. Also, we do have, not forget this before I go, we have ginger herbal capsule. So if you don't want to do the ginger syrup or ginger tea, you can just, take a couple capsules a day. And so far, like if you're working on the go, you don't have time, you're not home to get to your herbal medicine and things like that, you can also purchase ginger herbal capsules. And so far, these are basically organic ginger grind up into a powder form to fit into the capsules and so forth. And once you take that couple capsule, you'll be able to feel that heat and so forth and everything, and you know that it's working. And that you can take 2 capsules 2 times a day and so forth is what I recommend if you're going to do that. Or you can mix it up, take a capsule while you're at work or something, or and then a cup of tea or herbal syrup in the afternoon when you get home. Anyway, take the ginger twice a day, 2 hours before meal or 2 hours after meal, and so forth. And you'll find that ginger is really very beneficial to you, especially if you have any of those um, medical issues that I did mention and so forth and things like that. And if you know somebody who is suffering from any of those things like that, then recommend ginger, recommend them, and make sure you recommend that they put this aside, use it as a herbal medicine and so forth. Just like you have to take traditional medicine, you take it like a certain time of the day, you take it a couple of times a day. You're going to do herb medicine the same way and so forth and things like that. So think about that. And hopefully, I'll be here next Wednesday with more herbal knowledge to help you and so forth, to help you to help yourself with any health benefits that you may need and things like that. Okay.